So welcome to my channel. This is the first ever video on the Happy Little Catholic Mommy YouTube channel. I'm super excited, a little bit nervous, which is weird because it's just me and a camera. It's not like I'm talking to anybody in person. Still weird. But today I just kind of wanted to do like a get to know you kind of Q&A of some questions that I just kind of found on the internet. So let's start with question number 1. What is your name? So my name is Hannah Marie Reyes. Sometimes I want to say my maiden name, which drives my husband nuts. But I was Ruiz my whole life, and so now I'm Reyes, and I love it, and it's cool, and I like my name. Number 2 is where are you from? So I am originally from West Texas, out in Midland. That is where I grew up until I got into middle school, and then I kind of bounced from there. How tall are you? So I am 5'6.5". I've always wished I was taller, but it's okay. 5'6.5" is cool too. I always have to add the half because it is that important to me. How old are you? So it's funny because I get this one a lot, and people tend to think that I am a lot younger, which I guess is a good thing. As a professional, it wasn't as good because I work with youth, and I often was mistaken for youth. And people would think that I was in high school, and I'm not. I'm actually 24 years old, which is not that old, but I feel old. Life has kind of made me feel a little bit old, but it's been good things. What are your hobbies? So I am pretty much a homebody. I like to be here at home with my little family. My family consists of my 2 kiddos. I've got a little boy, he's 7 years old, his name is Luke, and I've got a little girl. She's brand new to the family. Well, brand new as in 10 months ago. She's 10 months old now. My husband, Ryan. And so we just kind of hang out here. We do some fun stuff together, like play games, watch movies, build forts. We just recently got an above the ground pool, and so we've been doing that, and it's just been so much fun. I don't know that those are necessarily hobbies, but that's kind of the most important thing to me. I do a lot of community work too. I guess you could call that a hobby, but it just kind of comes from the heart. It just comes from me wanting to serve others and be with others. So, is this your first channel? Yes. I wanted to do this when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, when it was just taking off, and to be honest, I was afraid, so I never did it. Then coronavirus hit, and it kind of jump-started my yearning to kind of enter back into this, what is your channel about? So the title of my channel is Happy Little Catholic Mommy, and so I am a cradle Catholic, which means I was born in the Catholic faith. And so from then going forward, I've had a lot of faith formation. I teach a lot of the youth who come through our church program. I'm a 9th grade pre-confirmation teacher. So my faith is a very integral part of who I am. And so I think that should be, you know, a very integral part of what this channel is. So we'll talk a lot about faith-based things, and we'll talk a lot about mental health. That's another thing that's incredibly important to me. My background is in social work. And so for me, you know, they both intertwine so much because I think social work is about serving others and about being there for people who sometimes don't have anybody. And so a lot of the undertones for what you'll see on my videos and on my channel are going to have to do with, you know, my faith. And I think it's cool, and I'm excited. What inspired you to start making YouTube videos? Being at home during COVID-19 has kind of inspired me to want to do more to reach out to people. This is a platform I think I can do that in, especially if we can talk about things that are sometimes ignored and just love on each other. I think that this is something I really hope for this channel to do, is just bring a lot of positivity and love and kindness. And so that kind of jump-started my YouTube. Let's see. Trying to make sure I don't go over, because I don't know that anybody wants to watch like a really long video. How often will you upload videos for your viewers? I think what I'm looking at is probably weekly uploads. I am not sure how this is gonna go. The editing process, I'm sure, is gonna be quite interesting, and so we shall see. I'm gunning right now for probably a weekly upload. Does your family slash friends support you in making videos. So my family is always supportive. They've always been supportive, like, in everything that I do. My husband is always a little skeptical about things. He's just an inquisitive person, always wondering, like, you know, what are people's motives behind things, what is the purpose, and then he always worries about central fallout of things. And so he's always supportive. He just makes sure I think about things. And so, yeah, I mean, everybody's been really supportive. My son is super excited. He wants to do challenge videos, and I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate that in here, but you know, I want to make sure that his little heart is content too. I want him to be able to have his dream and not be fearful of doing things, because I think that's something for me that took me this long to do this, and I think it was out of fear. And so if he has the zest and the yearning to do things, I just want to cultivate that. And so, yeah, you might see him soon. Okay. Have you ever met anyone from YouTube in real life? Okay, so this is really funny. So I didn't actually meet her, but I saw her. I was at ACL. Oh man, I don't remember what year it was, but my husband and I were there. We were taking a squat, because I don't, if you've ever been to ACL, it is a festival here in Austin, Texas, and it's a music festival, and it's usually, and it's always in October, but it's warm because we live in Texas, and it doesn't get super cool here. It does, but I mean, by the time it's October, you would expect it to be cooler, and it's not. So we were sitting down, taking a squat and chilling, and all of a sudden I see Chachi Gonzalez. Y'all, I was so starstruck. I did not ever think that I would be like, especially over YouTubers, like, oh my gosh, but I was so excited. She and I made eye contact, and she just looking at me, and I was just excited and smiling, and I went like this, like the biggest goof on the planet, and she waved back, and I sat down and literally just like looked down because I didn't know what to do. But yeah, weird story. So that is the end of the questions for today. I don't know kind of where the next video will go. I have, like I said, a lot of ideas, but just stay tuned, keep coming back. Also too, I want to get to the point where I have people who are willing to kind of talk. I really like to talk to people, so if we could do Zoom sessions, I'm down to do Zoom sessions with anybody. No matter where you live, I think we can, you know, make it happen. Human connection is just incredibly important. It keeps us from being lonely. It keeps us kind of in happier spirits. So please reach out. Please shoot me a message. I haven't quite figured out messaging on YouTube, but I also have an Instagram, and so for that account, you're more than welcome to message me on there. Just connect with you guys. I'm down to do it. So please just let me know. But yes, thank you for watching. Please come back, and I will see you all later.